here I am with Simon Last, one of the 4x4 quartet, 1983. So, Simon, take us back to the big day. So, how was it running 400s? And you obviously didn't like them, am I here?
Oh, I didn't really like them. I never used to run them as a kid in little A's or anything because I thought it was too far. We needed runners for the 4x4, so we trained for it and did pretty well on the day.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
So take us back to the day. How was it?
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a bit windy, but and it's a tight little track in the corners.
You gave us a 10-metre lead.
Yeah, well, I took off. I was a lead runner, so I took off, and I thought, this is probably our second last race ever. I thought it was for me anyway. I don't know about anyone else, but so we wanted to do a good job. So yeah, I took off lead runner, went round the bend, hit the straight, and thought, shit, I'm going to lead here. I better maintain it, so I tried to keep the pace up without overdoing it, and then came to the stand. I said, you go now, and I went up into the inside and just died basically.
Yeah, it's always fun after running them, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you know what you're in for. Right at the end, when you give it everything, you know what you're in for. That's why they're so horrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, Stanley took off and maintained our lead, and then he came around the bend and gave it to you, and then you took off and gave us a ridiculous lead, like a 30-metre lead.
Yeah, you made that job easy. I was way up in front.
And then you came into the last straight and gave it to Will. And then he took off. He ran a ridiculous 200, and then he came round the bend. And by this time, I was able to stand up and scream at him as he's running past.
Go Will!
Go Will!
Go Will!
Go! And he did. And he crossed the line and with his swan dive at the end. He's lying on the ground bugging, and then you run over to congratulate him, and you tripped over and did a knee drop on him.
We're playing rugby as well.
Yeah. Well done, Will. Bang.
Well, lucky we didn't get disqualified.
Yeah. I don't think so. Nothing was going to stop us.
Yeah, our coach brother Jeffrey Vaness was happy, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was sort of almost speechless.
Yeah.
He was walking around the outside like this, very happy.
As we look back on the video, and they're all shaking his hand and congratulating all the other coaches.
Yeah. So. Well, the review coach came up and congratulated us, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting Brother Hubert prize for best performance, SJC performance on the day.
That was a great reward. So you came in 1980, but I think, say we started in year 7, you were at another school, but you came across in year 9 from Cootamundra High, was it? Kieran Tynan won at Brother Hubert in 78. I think it was a 4x1 relay in 79, and 80 was Anthony Beaumont, 81 was Dennis Facer, and then Sean Flanagan, who ran the 4x1 with us in 83, he won it in 82, and then it was us. To be accompanying those names, how did that feel?
Oh, yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing to win something for one. The best place I had before that was 3rd, and that was the 82 under 17 4x1. So I never won, or I had to go only placed once. So to win an event was so satisfying. But to get the Brother Hubert on top of that was a bit of icing.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Cake.
Yeah,
and as you say, in that sort of company, it was a real privilege.
Absolutely. You always ran the championship 100 and 200.
Not that year.
Not that year, but well, we had Flanagan, of course, so he was going to do all that.
When I found out he repeated, I thought, thank God.
It's not on us.
Let's just we've got some extra horsepower.
Absolutely.
For our team.
Yeah, I mean, he was a legend.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great sports person.
Having him in our ranks in that team was just such a boost, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah. So played Australian schoolboys about 3 weeks before, but he had a very interrupted athletics season. Jones only got him by the tiniest of margins in the 100. He probably didn't have the fitness under his belt. 200 maybe, and the 400 he was a little bit off the pace, but obviously he had the extended rugby season.
I think it was the last one, 4x1, and I don't know what we were positioned at the time.
I think we're about 3rd.
Something like that, so he just mowed down people the same as Shelley.
Yes. The age group you were in was insanely talented. Like you had to compete against Jones and Dempsey was more a middle distance runner, and he ended up becoming a wallaby. So there was Jones, Dempsey, there was Page, and those three guys were actually in their 4x4.
Yeah.
Right? I can't remember who their fourth runner was, and we annihilated them, and that must have felt good for you. As you said, you had to compete against those guys, never got the win, and then all of a sudden in year 12, all four of us were in that full-time athletics squad, and we used to run for Randwick Botany.
That was a lot of fun. They were all 20 feet tall, and I'm lining up against these guys, I'm looking around like this going, how the hell am I going to do this? They were really good guys. It was a pleasure running against them, but it was nice to get a win for once.
Yeah, well, as I said, that was an insanely talented age group, and I mean that, and we were both members of the 82 team, and we only lost that by 2 points to review. That age group was amazing, and they had a good group before that too, but that age group was insane, and that set them up to win 4 senior titles from 82 to 85 before Joey's took over again, and then Joey's went on a long run. But it was just great to win that 4x4 and to win that Brother Hubert award.
The Hubert Trophy should be in display somewhere.
We were talking to our schoolmate who worked there, Simon Phillips, and he said the ethos of the Mara is we don't really eulogise individual performance, maybe, so maybe that's not why it's around.
Well, it was a team thing. I know individuals in the past have won it, but then if you're not going to display, then why have the trophy in the first place?
That was just a fantastic tussle that day.
Gordon Bray was there recovering it for ABC Sport. He wrote this little article somewhere, and he said it was Joey's finest hour. Something along those lines. Like he went on about the tussle. Yeah, it was a shame he missed out by 2. That's just the big crumble way it does.
Yeah, and as Brother Jeffrey Ness said, that our head coach, that the events we thought we had won the year before, we didn't. But
it was a strange day. There were guys who broke the GPS record in their event on the day and didn't win.
Yeah, they came second, like James Seaman.
Yeah, guys who were expected to win normally, they were coming, they were placing, getting amazing, like even a personal best.
Yeah.
If not a record of some sort, and not winning. It was weird. That happened a few times. Yeah,
I think probably because we were so used to running at the sports ground, and because that was the one that got moved because it got washed out from the Saturday to Tuesday. It was put down for the sports ground, and then this big storm came over, and there was a point there where it wasn't even going to be run. Because I remember we went out to the ground on the Saturday, they organised the Mr. Healy session, we came back, did that, had our sustagen, and then we went home, and I remember I didn't enjoy the day and a half I had. They let us go early. I think it was like probably early afternoon, and we spent the evening at home. And I remember coming back the Sunday night, and I was really worried because I'd been a reserve for 2 years. I'd been a Reggie, and I'd made the open 4x4 that team that year. I was so worried that we weren't going to get to run. I go, finally I make the team, and we're not going to get to run. And I was so stoked when we did. Yeah, came back on the Sunday evening, and Brother Jeffrey Vaness was instrumental in getting up and running. Yeah, because he
put a lot of work in.
He did put a lot of work in. He was great. He was a great coach for us, wasn't he? Oh, he did get the best out of us, and he was so positive. And sometimes we'd get in the club, and there's one day he made me run a 400. I didn't want to run it. I jogged around in 60 seconds, and because he'd gone, and so I thought, he's not here. I'll just coast, But of course, it got back to him.
He would have had big times recorded and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He would have gone over the times and just went mushroom.
No, he was pretty good about it. He said I'd perform when I had to. So being a kid who only liked pain when it mattered. The funny thing is, if you run in 50 seconds or 60 seconds, it still bloody hurts anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a race. Unlike a 1 or 200, you don't have to think when you're doing that.
No, it's just flat out.
You just go hard as you can from A to B.
Yeah, it's just instinct, isn't it?
Because after 200, you're a bit blowy, but at 400, you have to run it as hard as fast as you can. But there's a point where you've got to measure yourself a bit.
Yep.
Because otherwise you'll clag so bad in the last 150. You'll just
I haven't heard that term in about 30 years.
Clag, yeah. Everyone's,
He clagged.
I remember Jono came up to me after that 4x4 and he said by the time you got to about the 150, 300 mark, everyone thought you were going to clag. Oh, here you go, he's going to clag.
You didn't. You just kept going.
But no.
It was unbelievable. It was such a great leg. You just set us up. We didn't have to do anything. Obviously we had to do stuff, but you put us in such a great position.
Yeah, you had to carry a baton around.
And not drop it on the bat and change. If you're going to drop a 4x400 bat and change, you got to be unlucky because unlike a 4x1, coming in slower, obviously, and you know you're pretty spent by the time you get to the lot.
Yeah, there you go. I've done my bit.
But you gave us a good 10 or 15 metre lead. It was just brilliant, and you smoked Jones. So and he won the Open 100. I think Carly won the 200, but he won the Open 100.
Carly won the 400 too.
They had a really good 4x1 with all those guys.
Oh,
But we weren't that far away, you know. I think they ran a 43.9 and we ran a 44.5 on a 44.5 on a blustery, windy day. So we did pretty well.
Well, the conditions were the same for them.
Oh, exactly.
As it was.
So we were 0.6 away from them.
It wouldn't have made any difference if we had a magical day. It would have been the same result.
Yeah, of course, of course. The only way we were going to beat them is if they dropped the baton.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Whoa! There we go. Got the Maggies going off.
Yeah, they're doing a bit of training this morning.
they got their 400 flyby race. I think that's the dad and he's teaching his child
how to swoop people.
How to swoop people, yeah. You're looking at getting back. You went and saw the sports doctor yesterday, Dr. Catherine Ray.
Yeah.
And you're looking to get them back into Masters Athletics.
Yeah.
You've got a young son, Troy, and you're going to probably get him doing a bit. So maybe you can head to the track together when he gets a little bit older.
Hopefully he'll. It's good to get him involved in something like that, and hopefully he enjoys it.
Yeah. He'll have the genes. He'll be able to run.
He's only 3.5, so he'll.
But you said you wanted
he likes running now. Like, come back here. I've got to get. That's why I saw the sports doctor, because among other things, it'd be nice to run and compete again, but I've got to be able to run to keep up with the little bugger.
Yeah.
So
Well, the thing, that's what you said. You wanted to run too.
And if you participate in something like that, and he sees Dad doing it, instead of sitting on the sideline, or you're in there involved with him. It's like when I take him swimming. He loves that.
Yeah.
Because you're getting with him and you're fucking around, and he's showing off and putting his head underwater, and he dunks you underwater, and so I think little A's would be good for him.
We'll give it 6 spots, team minus qualified. Thank you. Number 3, check.